Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about how Rockstar Games' parent company, Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick, was actually asked about GTA 6's announcement and release date, and he actually talked about it a little bit. Now, unfortunately, and knowing Strauss Zelnick, he didn't dive into details, but this is kind of the first time, at least I think, someone has upfrontly asked him about the next Grand Theft Auto game. And we'll talk about when he was asked about this beforehand and what this could potentially mean for an actual release or an announcement. But in case you guys don't know, this actually all came about at the Morgan Stanley Technology, Media, and Telecom Conference that happened a couple of days ago on Wednesday. And we actually talked about this because in a video I did earlier in the week, we talked about how Strauss Zelnick was looking forward to the expanded and enhanced version of Grand Theft Auto 5, that it was going to be more than just a simple port, that it was going to improve the technology, upgrade the visuals, make performance enhancements, which is all great news. But at the very end, he was asked about Grand Theft Auto 6, which is very interesting. Now, again, as I sort of prefaced at the beginning of this video, don't expect him to deep dive into a ton of information here. In fact, he doesn't really get super excited about it at all. You can kind of tell he's trying not to say stuff. At least that's kind of what it appears to be like. But anyways, I'll let you guys take a listen to this right now, and then we can sort of dive into what he had to say a little bit more.
Right. And last one, I have the same one in my email and in the webcast. So it's clearly top of investors' minds. I know you've been asked before around GTA 6. So the question is there, how do we think about remaster and console cycle potentially impacting the timing of GTA 6? And any interest in giving a year? Right here.
Right. So Rockstar hasn't announced any new titles for the market, and when there's an announcement to be made, it'll come from Rockstar. So I'll probably leave you there, and I don't think you would have expected anything different from me.
No. Great. All right. Strauss.
So the guy asking the question was Brian Nowak from Morgan Stanley. You could tell this was happening via Zoom or WebEx or Skype or whatever you want to call it. And I'm sorry for the audio being so low. That's as loud as I could get it. I guess they weren't using super professional microphones, probably on their laptops. But again, what Strauss Zelnick had to say was interesting. He basically said, so Rockstar hasn't announced any new titles for the market, and when there's an announcement to be made, it will come from Rockstar. So I'll probably leave you there, and I don't think you would have expected anything different from me. So long story short, he doesn't have anything to say really about GTA 6. He said that Rockstar hasn't announced any new titles for the market, and when an announcement is to be made, it will come from Rockstar. So I'll leave it at that. And then he ends by saying, did you really expect me to say anything less? Did you really expect me to drop the bomb right here that GTA 6 is coming out? And I will give this guy credit, Brian. He was, trying to ask for specifics like a year, announcement, release date. Obviously, that wouldn't have been really possible to provide those things. But at least he didn't just ask about GTA 6. He was specific in his questioning. So I will give him credit for that. And I will give Strauss Zelnick a little bit of credit, too. He didn't just totally shut down like a robot. I mean, he did give us a little bit there. And you could kind of see the smirk on his face. So he has to know that people and fans and investors are wondering when the next GTA title is going to be coming out. I mean, he has to know about this sort of thing. So I think it was kind of funny, that's for sure. And what people have been talking about actually is the last time that Strauss Zelnick sort of had a reaction like this, where he said, we're going to leave it up to Rockstar. I don't have anything to announce. GTA 5 was actually announced a couple of months later. So who knows? Now, I'm not saying lightning is going to strike twice here, and that just because Strauss Zelnick said this and he was asked this in an interview, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be coming out or an announcement is going to be happening. But that did happen with GTA 5. He was asked about it. He gave a very similar response about the announcement, and then wouldn't you know, a couple weeks, about a month or so later, the game ends up getting its official announcement. So take of that what you will. I think it's very interesting to obviously think about here. It would be awesome if this story would repeat itself, and in a couple of weeks or months, we're talking about an official GTA 6 announcement, but I'm going to be cautiously optimistic here. But it still was interesting to hear him talk about something like that. Now, the final thing we'll be looking at in this video today is a total joke, but I did see it on the GTA 6 subreddit, and I found that to be kind of interesting. So Ned Luke, who you guys know is the likeness and motion capture artist and voice actor for Michael in GTA 5, well, he was actually doing like an Instagram live with the actor, likeness, and motion capture artist of Jimmy DeSanta, and that is Danny Tamborelli. And I think Ned Luke's son ends up jumping on, and they have this interesting back and forth about GTA 6. This is clearly a joke, so don't take this as anything factual, but it was kind of funny, so I'll let you guys listen to it right now.
For GTA 6, there will be 6 characters instead of 3, just because it's number 6, and it'll be in 6 different cities. You heard it here first. And they'll all be the same person. They're like twins, but there's 6 of them. It's great.
Oh, man. Thanks for the insight, Bubba.
Hey, no problem. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, kids.
Boy, I'm gonna get a
today.
phone call.
Kids today.
Now, probably the most interesting part was at the very end when Ned ends up saying like he's going to get a call about this. I wonder if that's actually happened. Like, there have been on time several occasions, whether or not they've been joking or whether or not they've actually been like being kind of serious talking about GTA 6. I wonder if Rockstar has actually called them and been like, you shouldn't have said something like this, or we wish you wouldn't have said something like that. I wonder if that is legitimately the case. I can't imagine they get in trouble for this sort of stuff, especially if they were like probably involved in GTA 6. I think we would definitely not see this sort of stuff happen because Rockstar would probably have them under a non-disclosure agreement, and even like breathing the words GTA 6 would probably get them in serious legal trouble, let alone joking about it. So I just find that to be kind of interesting. Again, I really wouldn't take it all that seriously. The part that I'm the most interested in is, do they actually get calls from Rockstar or Take-Two Interactive like, oh, I wish you didn't say that, or, you need to like backtrack your words a little bit to make it sound like that's not actually the case. I don't know. That's an interesting discussion. If you guys have any further questions for either Ned or Danny, you can obviously find them on social media. You can feel free to ask them any questions there. But for now, that's all we're going to be talking about in this video today, sort of your GTA 6, I guess, news and wrap-ups that have really happened over the last couple of days. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below, though. What do you think of Strauss Zelnick talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 and the question he was asked? And what do you think about some motion capture artists and voice actors talking about the game as well? Obviously, they're joking, but just let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.